Good morning YouTube, it's Thursday the 29th of December 2022 and we're going on an adventure.
It's the 909 service to Lanark. This train is for...
So there's a 385 on a Lanark train. Usually it's 320s or 318s on this service. And it is 385025. Quite a lot of dirt on the number there, I can barely read that. And 43 is the one in the back. He's stopped short. He's oh no! I guess we're getting. I guess with the 385s being longer than 318s and 320s, even with a 6-coach train, it's still not. It's still too long for the platform at Belsa. Anyway, so plan for today, we're going to Bonus Diesel Gala, and to get there, I'm taking the train. So I'm going to go from Bellshill to Motherwell, Motherwell to Greenfalls, Greenfalls to Linlithgow, then get the bus, free bus service from Linlithgow to Bonus.
This train is for Lanark.
And then go and ride on a classic diesel train at Bonus, which I believe is a class 60.
The next station is Motherwell.
Well, we've made it to Motherwell, where there's a lot of improvement works going on in the station, so it's interesting to see how the building has changed and is changing. There's a lot of them not finished. Yeah, you can still see there's a lot of stuff that's not finished now. Our train is going to be... oh, hang on. It looks like our train's going to be in the 9:37 to Cumbernauld, which is on platform 4. And while we wait for our train, here's the 9:26 to Dalmuir, former 320-321, departing Motherwell. So here's a handy map, I can show you the route we're taking today. We've started in Bellshill, we've come down to here to Motherwell to change for the train up to Greenfalls, which is up here, where we'll change onto the Falkirk route, and that will get us to Linlithgow, which doesn't actually appear on this map. It's kind of Falkirk, Graveston, and then but it goes to Linlithgow, right? And then from there there's a bus service to Bonus, which doesn't appear on the map. And this is our train coming now.
Platform 3 is the 9:47 service to Dalmuir. This train is formed of 6 carriages.
32301. And 318-250. Greenfalls, and the next train is the 1017. That's going to Falkirk Grahamston, that's the one we want. With 1048 Falkirk Grahamston. And here a 385 going by on the other platform. So the 1048 is the train that we want, which will take us to Falkirk Grahamston. Then we're going to change there for the train to Linlithgow. Oh. 6021 light engine. Well, finally our train is coming. Very slowly. And it is 385019. Starting to wish I'd changed trains at Cumbernauld instead of Greenfield, because Cumbernauld has a nice warm waiting room.
This is Cumbernauld.
Yeah, I think I might stop there on the way back. Oh, wrong button. So this is us at Falkirk Grahamston, and this is the 1118 service approaching, which will be going to Edinburgh by getting off at Linlithgow. It's another Class 3 at 5. Shivering a bit, so there's maybe a bit of camera shake on this. It is quite cold here, and that is 385101. This is us at Linlithgow. There goes that train. We've got a bit of a wait for the bus. This is what the station is. I love this ironwork. It's nice. And here's our bus coming. Good on this. So the bus I'm on, it's a Volvo Beaterdown with Alexander PS bodywork. End plate, so about what, 1996, 1997. I remember when these things were brand new. And now this is preserved. I'm getting old. It's also very rattling. I'm leaning on the seat in front of me. Let's enjoy the view outside. You can't really see much out here because all the windows all steamed up. There it is. Well, we made it to Bowness. Just in time to see this Class 37. Where is he going? Station 403. Isle of Mull. I've got 60021 waiting to come onto the train. Ooh, that sounds lovely. And behind me here, this is an interesting thing. The Scottish Hydrogen Train Project, which has been a Class 314 that's been, excuse me, I'm just ducking here.
Or you can buy first class. That's it.
This has been modified
Two choices.
into a hydrogen train. Good. Also, brand new seats. This is a bit more plush than your regular Class 314. It's got seats and tables in it. But this has been turned into a hydrogen fuel cell powered train, and it was demonstrated last year at COP26. I think the Class 60 is moving. I'm going to have to go and get a video of this.
No, 60. Oh, right,
Nope.
right.
And he's got a coach on there with him. Now, I got told when I bought my ticket just there, they're out of standard class rovers, so I've had to buy a first class rover for 40 quid. It is very wet right now. I hope this doesn't cause any problems from my camera, because I've had that trouble before, which, coming to Diesel Gala at Bowness once in the rain, it ruined my last camcorder. This is going to be my first class 60 for haulage. Obviously they're heavy freight locos, they're not usually seen on passenger trains, so this is going to be very interesting. Backing on quite slowly.
That's alright, just fall over.
Does sound good. These guys got the right idea, they've got umbrellas. The Class 60 just went away, and now having an additional locomotive in the shape of 47643 is going to be added to the train. Extra brush power. Okay, the 47 is backing on. Fancy mode has been activated. Look, I'm in first class. Look at this. I've got very nice comfy coloured chair here, curtains, a table lamp. It's all very plush. approaching Burke Hill, and it's been a few years since I've been up here, and they've built a whole second platform at Burke Hill. And we're not going into it, we're going to the regular platform. But this might be a good thing for galas in the future. This could be a place to two trains could pass each other, so potentially you could have multiple trains running. I guess it's not open yet, the bridge is still fenced off, so a bit of work to do yet. So we won't be getting out here today. We're back. Having come off the front of the train, the Class 60, I think it's coming around this side. I don't know if he's coming all the way through here, maybe he is. Yeah, he's coming around. Oh, he's stopping there. I think he's just parked up there. Okay. Yeah, on the very well, eh? Bid 1296 on the Middle Railway.
We've already seen this road. We've already seen that.
Of course, as well as riding on the train, what you can do at Bowness is come and visit the Museum of Scottish Railways, and they have a beautiful collection of steam engines in here, as well as diesels and electrics. And behind me here, one of my favourites, it's the Great Marquis. So there's the nameplate there. I've seen this, and I've got videos of this on me elsewhere on my YouTube channel, of this out on the main line, but it's probably the ticket expired, and at the moment it's here in the museum. The owner, John Cameron, I believe, has plans to build a museum in Fife to house it, along with Union of South Africa, which is his other locomotive, but for the moment, if you want to see it, it's here in Bowness. Absolutely stunning locomotive. It's a LNR K4, I think, built for the West Highland lines, so great Scottish connection there. Next to it here we've got a Andrew Barclay crane tank from Colville Steelworks at Glengarnock, built in 1942 in Kilmarnock. And then here is a very old 440 This is Gordon Highlander, built for the Great North of Scotland Railway. Beautiful old sort of Victorian engine. No date on it when it was built. And this is a stunning coach here. I wish I could zoom out further so you can see it better. This is the Duke of Sutherland's saloon, built in 1899. So very much built to the same standard as the Royal train. It doesn't get more luxurious than that, really. And here we have something a bit more up to date. This is a 84001 AC electric locomotive built for the West Coast mainline electrification. And this one was built by the North British Locomotive Works, so that's the Scottish connection with it. But very much really a sort of product of the 1960s. Way at the back I see another steam engine. There's a luggage van from the Highland Railway. That's moored. North British Railways 060. Currently in British Railways livery, but built in 1915 at Cowley. So it would be nice to paint it back into its original pre-grouping livery. This is cute. Andrew Barclay of 1899. It's a 3-foot gauge contractor's locomotive. It's a tiny little thing. There aren't many, in fact I don't think there are any 3-foot gauge railways left in Scotland. You could, I suppose, run this on the Isle of Man or on Ireland. It's a little industrial narrow gauge engine. Yeah. Keep you shot the inside there. Little toy. There's more over there. Another special coach here, Great North of Scotland Railway Royal Saloon, built in 1898, then rebuilt in 1901 for King Edward VII. So you expect it to be quite plush. It's got an observation carriage, and it's being used as a cinema at the moment. If you just look at the panelling around the side,
was the only locomotive to complete the trial successfully.
this is obviously built for something a bit special. Now what we have here is another narrow gauge vehicle, but this is a carriage from the Glasgow subway, which I'm sure a lot of you will have travelled on. And of course I did do a short the other week on one of the newer carriages. This is one of the original coaches. They were built for cable haulage and converted to electric power later on. There's the driver's position. And these lasted until the back end of the 1970s, so they were a very long time in service. Now this is something very special because it's a 6-wheel brake van, if I zoom all the way out here, from the Glasgow and South Western Railway, and it's a full brake, and would have been used on passenger trains, but there aren't a lot of things left from the Glasgow and South Western Railway. There are a lot of vehicles preserved, so seeing this here, this is amazing. Even though it's just a guard's van, it's still special. Over there, something not quite as pretty, but I find it interesting. LNER, a ballast brake van. And this is pretty much, basically it's an extra large brake van with, as well as the guards compartment, it's also got space to carry a work crew, because this would have been used on ballast trains. So needed extra space for more people, as well as functioning as a brake van. This is a rather peculiar locomotive. I'll just let the focus. There we go. Built for the Fairfield shipyard at Govan, and you can see it's an electric locomotive. And these were actually built to run on the Glasgow, the tracks of the Glasgow tramway. So the trucks of material for the shipyard would come off the main line railway, and this locomotive would, using the tram tracks, they would actually haul the trucks to the shipyard on the tramway. There were one or two photographs of it in use on the internet, but it's nice to see the engine preserved. And we're back on the bus. So we're back at Linlithgow. This is 385017 on a delayed train to Edinburgh. And it's just been announced that my train, the 1528 to Dunblane, has been cancelled, so this could affect me getting home. That train was about to leave, but I'm guessing the signalling fault that's cancelled the Dunblane train is also affecting this one, and it hasn't left. And now everything's cancelled. This is not good. So my train home got caped. The next train leaving here is a Glasgow Queen Street train, so what I think I'm going to have to do is go into Glasgow and back out again. Adventure! This is the delayed 1534, no 1552 train to Queen Street. 35123 on the front. And a 114. Let's go. So I've made it to Central, and the next train to Bills Hill is the 1650 Lanark train, which leaves in 20 minutes. So, time for coffee. Right, that's us back in Bells Hill, so here's 385039 departing. Well, that's the end of my adventure for today. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time.